Now, in this video, we are going to take up one more problem. The problem number 17. It reads as an axial pull of 140 kilonewton is acting on a bar consisting of 3 lengths, which is as shown in this figure. If the Young's modulus is 2.1 into 10 to the power of 5 Newton per mm square, determine the stress in each section, that is the stress in AB, BC and CD, and the total extension of bar and the maximum stress in the material. So the axial tensile load is applied of 140 kilonewton across all the 3 sections, having the sections diameters as 40 mm, 60 mm and 80 mm respectively, having the lengths 200, 250 and 220 mm respectively. So to see that, so here the stress in each section. So first is the stress in the section AB, which is sigma AB, which is equal to P by A of AB. So load is 140 into 10 to the power of 3 divided by the area of cross section, that is pi by 4 into 40 square. So on simplification, you will going to get it as 111.4085 Newton per mm square. Similarly, stress in the section BC now, that is sigma BC will be equal to P by A of BC, area of cross section at BC. So since the load is applied is the same across all the 3 sections, so the load will going to remain the same, which is 140 into 10 to the power of 3 divided by pi by 4 into 60 square. So on simplification, you will going to get this value as 49.515 Newton per mm square. Now we will going to consider the stress in section CD, which is sigma CD will be equal to P by A CD, which will be equal to 140 into 10 to the power of 3 divided by pi by 4 into 100 square. So again, on simplification, you will going to get it as 17.825 Newton per mm square. Now once you get this, now we will go for the total extension of bar. The total extension of bar will be equal to, which is delta L, which is delta LAB plus delta LBC plus delta LCD. So that is P into length of AB divided by area of cross section of AB into E plus P into length of BC divided by area of cross section of BC into E plus P into length of CD divided by area of cross section of CD into E. So what is P by AB? So that is sigma AB into length of AB by E plus sigma BC into length of BC by E and plus sigma CD into length of CD by E. So we know they substitute the value of sigma, which has been calculated sigma AB as 114.085 into length of AB is 200 plus the calculated value of sigma BC is 49.515 into length of BC is 250 plus the calculated value of sigma CD is 17.825 into length of CD is to 220. The entire thing is divided by 2.1 into 10 to the power 5. You substituted these values. On simplification, you will going to get the length of the member as 0.1837 mm. Now what is the maximum stress will be? What will going to be the maximum stress? The maximum stress will be in the section AB where you have the least cross-sectional area. So the maximum stress, which is sigma maximum, when you are considering between sigma AB, sigma BC and sigma CD, the minimum cross-sectional area was sigma AB, so that is the reason why you are getting the maximum stress, which is 114.085, comparing with these two of 49.515 and also with 17.825. Sigma max will be equal to 140 into 10 to the power of 3 divided by pi by 4 into 40 square. You will going to get it as 111.4085. So this is how you will be able to find the solution. Now we are going to take up the one more problem. A horizontal rigid beam of ABC of 3 meters long is hinged at A, is supported at B at 2 meters from A by 2.5 meters long vertical steel rod of BDE, whose upper end E is hinged at a ceiling. The part BD is 0.5 meters long and 2000 mm square in area, while the part DE is 2 meter long and 1250 mm square in area. If the beam carries a vertical load of vertical point load of 40 kilonewton at the MC, find the one maximum stress in the rod And number 2, total elongation of the rod, taking E equals 2 into 10 to the power of 5 Newton per mm square. So he says the horizontal beam of ABC is 3 meters long. So ABC is 3 meters long, hinged at A, is supported at B 2 meters. It is supported at B at 2 meters from A by 2.5 meter long. So total is 2.5 meter long. Vertical steel rod of BDE. So BDE, whose upper end is hinged at this ceiling, that is at this. The part BD is 0.5 meters long. That BD is 0.5 meters, which is here, and 2000 mm square in area, while DE is 2 meter long and 1250 mm square in area. If the beam carries a vertical load of 40 kN at the end C, find the maximum stress in the rod and also the total elongation of the rod. So now to solve this, maximum stress in the rod we need to find out. So to do that, let the tension in the vertical rod be P. So for the equilibrium of the rigid bar, so taking the moments about the hinge A. So that will be equal to 40 into 3 equals P into 2. So what does it mean here? Once the load is applied, so this will try to bend in the bottom direction. So to have the upward reaction, so you are going to have to keep it in equilibrium reaction, you have to have the tension P which is acting upwards. So sum of the clockwise moment is equal to sum of the anti-clockwise moment. So that will be equal to, the clockwise moment is 40 into 3 is equal to P into 2 in the counterclockwise direction. So P into 2. So on simplification, the P will be equal to 60 kN. What is the stress in the section BD? The stress in the section BD will be equal to, sigma 1 will be equal to P by A1. So P is nothing but 60 into 10 to the power of 3 by 2000. It will be equal to 30 Newton per mm square. Then stress in the section DE, again sigma 2 is equal to P by A2. Again you are going to have 60 into 10 to the power of 3 divided by 1250. It will be equal to 48 Newton per mm square. Then what is the maximum stress in the bar? The maximum stress in the bar where you have the least cross-sectional area, which is 48 Newton per mm square. Then also what is the total elongation of the rod? The total elongation of the rod delta L will be equal to delta L1 plus delta L2. So P into L1 by A1 into E plus P into L2 by A2 into E. So that is P by A1 is nothing but sigma 1 into L1 by E plus sigma 2 into L2 by E, which is equal to 1 by E into sigma 1 into L1 plus sigma 2 into L2. So we know the value of sigma 1 as 30 into L1 is 500 and the sigma 2 is 48 into 2000. So 30 into 500 plus 48 into 2000 divided by the Young's modulus of the member, which is 2.1 into 10 to the power of 5. Substitute these values. On simplification, you will going to get it as the total elongation of the bar or the rod will be 0.555. So this is how you will be able to solve this problem. And if you find this video is useful, kindly subscribe to my channel. Thank you.